Welcome back to our channel Total Technology. This is another tutorial on Python Telegram bot. So basically I'm uploading this video after maybe 2-3 months later. Basically I was busy in a couple of in the previous month, was doing some project related activities, and hence I was not able to upload any videos on Telegram bot. And as well, I was not getting any proper response from all of you guys related to this series. I actually started this series with a lot of excitement, but after that I have seen that you guys are actually not showing any interest. So I was actually working on some other topics, right? But lately, actually, for a couple of last weeks, I saw some messages are coming, like when I can when I'm actually planning to resume this series and all. So thought of actually start posting or uploading a couple of videos now. So hopefully, depending on you guys like response, I'll be going to actually work on some more topics as well. So what is the demand right now? So demand is actually what I can see, like the kind of topic I'm creating. So basically I'm getting more or less like requests for creating videos on DevOps, AWS, cybersecurity, or any data science related topics. And some of the cases you guys are also requesting me for some sort of a full stack engineering course, for example, some API development and then front end, and try to create some full-fledged application. So was working on that. So now actually in as I told you, like probably in the month of mid of October, I started getting some requests that is it possible to resume this series again and all. So I thought of actually creating some more videos. But trust me, guys, this is not a conventional kind of a like tutorial. These topics are kind of different. Like you will have fun. Like if you start working on those things, you can create games. You can create a lot of things like with the help of this PTV. It's not a mainstream technology, but it's something different. Okay, right? Okay. So today's topic is actually going to be how to get user info from incoming message using Telegram bot. From the tutorial itself, it's clear. Means suppose the bot is actually added in a Telegram group or channel. So you already know that we have couple of tutorials on that, and I believe 4 tutorial. Right. So what is the objective of this tutorial? Suppose a person is actually sending a message in the group, and the bot is also added in the group. So that is the first criteria. So what is expected, that bot should actually give you the user name, right? So that is what actually we're trying to do it here. Okay, so let's try to do this thing. Okay. Okay, so I believe let's move on to the next slide. So basically this is always same, like I'm just going to keep this thing forever. First you have to set up the bot using botfather, then install this pip install Python Telegram bot. Then you have to actually uh, go to the documentation of this bot API and set up the connection of the bot with the API token and send sample using a message using bot. So if you're able to do this thing, it means your bot is actually working fine, and then you can go ahead and start writing our program, right? So without doing further delay, let's get started. So let me open my VS Code, and in the VS Code basically I have set up everything, env file and everything. So what I'll do, I'll just going to create an bot.py file, right? Let's see. Okay, now we're going to start writing on the code, right? So basically what I'm trying to see, so this is a group actually. So just don't go with the name. So it's something in Indian language written in Hindi. So basically in the group, if you just go ahead, this many like people are actually added, and one of that is actually a bot. I'll be going to actually work on this with the help of this bot only. Okay, so this is our friend circle. So I'm not going to show you the full Telegram thing on the left hand side. Because of that I just stretch like that way, but it's obvious, you can understand, like there is always some sort of identity or security or some sort of thing is there. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so first thing, basically I have something in the env file. So I'll be going to actually get the bot API key. So if someone is already watching my series, it's easier for him. But if someone is actually new or for the first time watching this video, for him is actually a request, like a recommendation. Please go ahead and start watching the videos from the beginning. There is only 4 videos or 4 tutorials. So basically it is not going to take much time, but what will happen, you will be actually feel comfortable after watching those 4 videos, because whatever we did in the last 4 videos, it is like that, it is kind of like very much important. Like for example, we set up the bot, we actually using bot further, how to set up the API key, how to put this thing in the env file, and after that how to use that like API key from here, right? So all those things are decided in those tutorials, okay? And basically not decided and explained in a way, in a in a more like efficient or like structured way. I'm not going to discuss all those things in this video, cause or else the video length will be very high, like video duration also will be high. So a lot of students are actually going to complain after that, that why I'm doing this thing. So let's not uh, uh, follow that channel, okay? So first thing, from .env import actually load.env, okay? So this is to load from this env variable, okay? Sorry, env file. Okay, so next thing is actually be going to install sorry, import some telegram related start. So it should be from telegram. So import, there are two things, we'll be going to import update, okay, and we'll be going to import bot, okay? So see, so it's a class and bot is also a class. So from this module we are going to like import this bot and update class, okay? And then we'll be going to actually do from telegram ext. So basically this is a module again, and from here also we'll be going to import some classes, right? So first class is actually going to be updater, okay? Second classes will be actually going to be message handler, and the next class will be actually going to be the filters, okay, right? And now we'll be actually going to like import some other classes, okay? This should be from telegram, then utils, then request, then we'll be going to import request, okay? All right, fine. Now first thing, we'll be going to load the bot API key from this file, okay? So let me just write this thing, load API key from env file. So how to do that? So basically again, this is going to be very important thing. Without that nothing is actually going to work. So we have to actually load.env, okay? So basically if you see, this is a function, and if you run this thing, what will happen, it is going to load everything here. So basically our password is actually going to be I'm just naming it as a password, but this is an API key, right? So it should be os.get. So basically I need to import os. So I did not os. So basically os dot get env, and inside that basically what I have to do, I have to actually write the header whatever I have in this thing. So API underscore key, right? So just for sake of simplicity, I'd like to show you guys my API key, but don't worry, I'll after this tutorial I'll actually go ahead and destroy the API key as well, okay? So I can just write pwd, let's see, okay? Let's run this thing. See, I got an API key here, okay? So this is my API key which I got from botfather. So that is the thing I was actually explaining, like if you are watching my previous videos, then it is actually easier for you to know like how this key got generated. Like now that maybe if someone is watching this video for the first time, for him actually the most important question will be how this key has been generated, right? But we are not going to do that, but I'm just going to tell you in a brief, like you have to use something called botfather. From the botfather you can do it. So whatever like admin related activities you are planning or you are going to do or perform from the telegram, that has to be done using the botfather, okay? Just one liner, okay? So let's not waste further time. Okay, so now what I'll do, we'll be just go ahead and going to create our main function, right? So what I'll do here, I'll just start from a little bit down. So def main, okay? And here we'll be just going to start working on it, okay? Right. So first thing, let me create a variable called request. Okay, so it is going to be request this request whatever I got it, and after that we'll be just going to set up some size. So first of all, this is going to be connection pool size. Maybe I can make it 10, right? And then connect timeout. So connect timeout, maybe I just make it 0.5. Okay, that's it. So 0.5 actually basically is a parameter. Okay, fine. Then we'll be just going to create a variable t underscore bot. It is going to be actually reference to our bot. So basically I'll be going to use the bot class, and basically it is going to take a few things. Like what it takes, it is going to take token and the request, right? So basically uh, request parameter is going to come from here, right? And there is something called token. Token is actually going to come from our previous attribute, previous value for password. So our bot has been initialized. Okay, so here, okay, so we created this thing here. So now we'll be actually going to um, what is it, we'll be going to set up this bot for create an updater. Okay, updater variable. So updater is actually going to be updater, and inside that we'll be just going to mention the bot. Basically bot is going to be t underscore bot, right? And after that we'll be just going to use context so that we can get the user details and all other details, right? Like user and message details. So that is why I said use context. That's it. Now we'll be just going to call to something called dispatcher. Okay, so dispatcher is also very like important. Okay, so basically dp is equal to updater dot dispatcher, right? Now we'll be going to actually add some handlers. Okay, so how to actually add those handlers, we'll be going to see that. Okay, so let's try to actually do something. Let me just wait and mm, just wait. So we'll do that. So it's going to be dp dot message handler. So basically we'll be going to start a add handler. So in the add handler we'll be just going to add message handler, right? Add handler. So what is the type of the handler? So basically it is going to be a message handler, so that it can handle a message, and inside that we'll be just going to call our filters. So filters, right? We'll be going to call filters. Basically filters are going to filters everything. Okay, so filters actually going to be filters dot all, so that we can filter everything, right? And there will be a callback, and callback function is actually which function it is actually going to call back. So callback will be just going to name a message name. So they, maybe I can just write message underscore handler. So this is a function. I haven't created that, but I'll be just going to create that function. Okay, so that's it. So basically one parenthesis is here and one parenthesis here, all done. So now I'll be actually going to start the this one, the updater. Okay, updater dot start pulling, right? And updater dot idle. So if you don't make this thing like idle, what will happen? Basically it will keep on running, and it will keep on trying to check the messages are there. But if you make this thing idle, what is actually going to happen? If there is no message, it is not going to do anything, right? The moment it get a message, it will start working. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll be just going to like declare this function, sorry, define this function here, right? Message underscore handler, spelling is wrong, sorry. HNHNDLER, like this and like this. Okay, so now what is actually going to happen in the message handler, we'll be going to actually check. So basically it is going to read the message. So basically two things I need. So basically I need update and I need context. Okay, these two things, right? So now, so basically user underscore message. So basically user message, you can get the user message actually. So how to get the user message? It will coming from update dot message and then txt, right? Okay, so basically that is how actually it is. So basically with the help of message, actually it is going to get the message. So basically you can do that. Okay, the next thing is actually we're planning to actually just hold on. So basically update, we're actually going to get the user information. So how to get the information, user information, we'll be going to actually see that. Okay, so maybe you can just write a variable called user info, user underscore info. Okay, so let's do something, update, let's write update here. So basically update dot, okay, so just write this thing and let's see what is actually going to happen. Okay, and after that we'll be just going to print this information, print user info, user underscore info. Okay, so now let's try to run this function. So basically same thing. So if name equals to that part, like dunder function, something like that, if underscore underscore name underscore underscore, then double quotes underscore underscore main underscore underscore. Okay, and then what is going to happen, so we'll be going to call the main function, right? Okay, so name underscore underscore this. So basically, I think I did a extra double quote extra underscore, because of that it is coming. Okay, so let's check everything is fine. So let's see what is actually going to come, and based on that we can take an action. Okay, right? Okay, so let's execute this function first. Okay, let's see. So basically whenever there is a message, what is actually going to happen, let me just, yeah, try to understand. Whenever there is a message, so the print function will be actually going to get the user like user name and the user message. So maybe I can just write something like this, user message, like user name and user message will be going to get. Okay, so let's execute this function and let's try to execute. Okay, fine, let's execute. So basically it is getting executed. So I'll be going here and I'll be just going to type hi. Okay, so let's see, or maybe I just write test. Okay, so let's see, I got test, and see it is coming here. See, it came here. So it, this is the whole thing related to this something called user info, like update dot message part, and this is something called test. Test is my message. So see, user info and message came. Now with the user info you get all the details, like for example, the message is test. Okay, then a lot of things are there. Yeah, user info is the first name is son of god, right? Then there is something called group name is actually this one. Okay, there are a lot of things are there. Yeah, username is actually there, so my username is also this information. So basically we can create something from out of it, like for example, let's try to make this thing. So user info dot uh, username, let's write this thing. Okay, then one more information, user underscore info dot what is that, first name, right? Right. Okay, let's see. So yeah, let's see, just try this thing. So let me stop this thing again and let's execute this thing, maybe clear it. Okay, let's execute. So it's running. So I'll go ahead here and again write something, test one this time, right? So basically it is saying that message object has no attribute called username. So basically it has some problem, there is nothing called username. So basically username is not there. So basically the problem is with this thing. So maybe uh, maybe just be with this user info. So let's see, I maybe did something wrong here. Okay, let's execute. Okay, let's go ahead and write test1, test2. Okay, so again it is saying there is nothing called first name. So so I don't know what happened, we have seen it but it is not there. So maybe some mistake I did, make some mistake maybe. So let's do something, test3. Okay, it came. So basically, okay, so basically there is something called from, can you see this thing? user info, then dot from, and in the from basically all these things are there, right? Okay, so I actually missed that part. Basically there is an internal dictionary is there, and you have to get the things from there, right? So actually I missed that internal dictionary, and because of that all these things are there. So basically while doing that, you should not ignore the data. So basically that part I actually ignore, and because of that actually it is happening, right? So basically message, and after that you have to just write what is that, something called from here, and inside the from there is something called um, first name, last name, everything is there. Okay, so let's doing that. So basically this is the whole thing, and you have your things here. See, from, right, first name, last name, everything is here, right? Okay, so let's not wait some time. So let me just write. So basically there is a catch, like you cannot use from here. I'll be just going to show you, just hold on. So user info dot from, right? But trust me, you won't be able to actually use the form. Basically it will not work. Just try to see. Can you see this thing? User info dot form is not coming, right? So basically you cannot use from like that, though it is showing here, but you cannot use from like that way. Okay, so basically form is a keyword, like restricted keyword in Python, so because of that you cannot use it. So basically in Telegram they have some internal coding is written, so this form can be called using from user. Okay, and after that we can easily write this thing, username, right? And same thing, user info dot from underscore user dot, and after that you can easily write first name. So that is the catch. Okay, okay, fine, and let's clear it, and let's execute this thing. Okay, I executed, and let's just try this thing now. Just write with test4. So can you see this thing? I got Ronnie thus, and I got son of God, I got test4. So this is my first name, this is my username, and this is my what do you say, the message I sent. So maybe I can just create something very nice here now. So basically let's create a dictionary, and we can do that actually. Okay, so basically let's create a dictionary first. Okay, so basically mm, let's create a dict, like dict x equals to something like that. Basically I can just write first underscore name is this. Okay, so this is going to be first name, so info, and after that I can just write first name, first underscore name, right, user info, and after that I can just write username, right? So basically first name is here, and after that maybe key value, it's a key value pair, right? So basically here we're just going to write user underscore name, something meaningful actually, and like this, and here I'll be just going to write message, and I'm just going to write this. So still there is a problem, user from user first name, any statement must be separated by new lines. So basically this is a dictionary, so this. Okay, so basically all are fine. This is key, this is value, this is key, this is value, this is key, this is value, and after that you just simply write print dict, right? If you just write print dict, it is going to print this thing. Okay, so let's stop this thing here, let's execute. Let's go ahead and try to run this thing again, test 5. Okay, see, I got my dictionary here, right? That's it. And if you just want to reply something to the group, you can basically do it as well. So basically that will be actually going to learn in the next class. Okay, so basically all these things are possible, but in this tutorial we are actually going to do the user information, like like what like what user sent, and what was the username of the user, and what was the first name of the user, right? So all those things are actually going to be checked here, right? So this is very simple, so I just make it now a little bit more compressed so that everybody can see everything on the same page. Okay, that's it. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and in this way we'll be just going to upload slowly small tutorial. And trust me guys, all of these things are kind of very interesting. So you understand, like, if you know how to create a bot and you can actually do something. So I'm just going to give you some use cases actually where these things are getting like used, like all the big companies, like whether it's a corporate, small, and nowadays everybody is actually switching to Telegram because it's secure, it has it's kind of open source kind of a flavor you will be going to get, so that it's developer friendly. So many companies actually running their retail, e-commerce, like customer service, even the health like support from the Telegram. Like with the help of Telegram you can actually reset the password, right? So with the help of Telegram you can actually log a Jira ticket, like Jira ticket, you can log a ServiceNow ticket, anything, right? So you have to just know these things. You can, with the help of Telegram, you can actually do something on the AWS. So there are a lot of use cases out there. So we'll be going to actually learn all those things slowly. And this is a huge industry because if you create a bot, and bot can actually do your job in the backend without actually disturbing anyone. So that is why it is a very useful technology. So don't worry guys, so I'll be just going to post the PowerPoint slide and the tutorial source code in my GitHub repository, and we'll be going to get everything in 2 minutes. Okay, so that's it guys, that's all for today. And before I conclude the videos guys, please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, hit the bell icon so that you should not miss any notification. And as well as, like guys, please try to share our videos as much as possible with your family, friends, or whoever is actually if you think like whoever is actually useful or get benefited from the video, right? For whoever, because we would like to actually get like larger audience, and it is actually going to motivate us, and some sort of like support also we are looking from all of you guys, right? So yeah, I'm promising that I'll be just working on my topics and the video quality. So hopefully in future you are also going to get some nice qualities. And also as a feedback, if you guys provide me some feedback, like whether you like this video, whether this part is something you think can be done in a better way, or anything like positive feedback. If you like something about the video, also put in the comment box. Okay, so it is actually giving us some sort of motivation, and also help us to actually improve. Like we always actually we always try to improve our quality, right? We are actually constantly working on our quality, and we'll try to come back better and better every time with the better contents, right? So if you can help us to achieve that thing, that is also going to like help you. And if you guys have any like use cases, just let us know in the video comment box or anyhow, so that we can actually include those content in our video as well. Okay, so in the next part, or maybe in the next tutorial, you will see your use case is actually going to be discussed in the class. Okay, so that's it guys, that's all for today. Hope to see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and have a nice day.